One interview, one sentence, and everything shatters. Not with a crash, but with a silence so loud it echoes across headlines, contracts, and canceled appearances. Over 62% of major celebrity scandals don't start with a crime or leaked footage, they start with words. Something said publicly, often without a second thought. Most stars don't see it coming. They walk into the studio smiling, confident, unshaken, and then it happens. Not an accident, not a misunderstanding, just the wrong sentence at the wrong time broadcast with perfect lighting, a live mic, and no way to take it back. But what do you say when millions are listening? And what happens when the words you choose turn into the weapon that ends it all? Stay with this one because silence might have saved them. 8. Megan Fox. Megan Fox had the looks, the talent, and the spotlight. Transformers made her a global star almost overnight. She was Hollywood's new favorite fast cars, explosive action, and Fox front and center. But then, in a 2009 Wonderland magazine interview, she compared director Michael Bay to Yes Hitler. Joking or not, Hollywood doesn't forget, especially when the insult hits a director known for being controlling on set. Bay didn't either. And neither did Steven Spielberg, who reportedly pushed for her firing. Fox was dropped from Transformers 3, losing millions in salary and future opportunities. Studios got cold, scripts dried up, her red-hot momentum froze in place, all because of one flippant comparison. Was it honesty or just bad timing? Either way, it cost her the franchise that made her famous. 7. Jang Jhan. Jang Jhan was one of China's fastest rising stars. He had leading roles, massive endorsements, and millions of devoted followers. He was becoming a household name, someone you couldn't scroll past without seeing. Then a photo resurfaced Jang visiting the Yasukuni Shrine in Japan, a site tied to some of the darkest chapters of World War II. The internet exploded. His name shot to the top of searches not for a role, but for controversy. He apologized in an emotional interview saying he didn't know the shrine's significance. That confession, instead of calming things down, made it worse. It confirmed what critics feared: ignorance from a national icon. He was blacklisted overnight. Every brand dropped him. Even music platforms erased his presence completely. In China's celebrity culture, patriotism isn't optional, it's expected. And that one sentence, "I didn't know," wiped away years of work. Was it pure ignorance or a fatal lack of awareness in a hypersensitive media climate? 6. Jade Goodie. She went from unknown to tabloid queen thanks to Big Brother. Jade Goodie was loud, unfiltered, and somehow likable until she wasn't. In 2007, during Celebrity Big Brother, she crossed a line that would haunt her forever. 5. Philip Schofield. For decades, Philip Schofield was Britain's daytime darling. Charismatic, trusted, safe. He was the polished anchor of morning television, someone families invited into their homes every weekday. But in 2023, everything collapsed. In an exclusive interview with BBC and The Sun, he confessed to an affair with a much younger colleague, one he had previously denied in public and behind closed doors. That moment of truth, meant to control the narrative and save face, detonated everything. ITV dropped him. Fans turned on him. Industry insiders distanced themselves. The media painted him not as a man in crisis, but as a manipulator. He said in the interview, "I've lost everything." And that's exactly what happened. One admission, one sentence, and a lifetime of trust evaporated in a matter of minutes. Was honesty too late, still honesty, or just another twist in a fall from grace? 4. Kevin Spacy. Kevin Spacy had already fallen. Accusations, lawsuits, cancellations. His name was radioactive in Hollywood. For years, he disappeared from screens, erased from projects, whispered about but never seen. Then in 2024, he tried something bold, a comeback interview with Piers Morgan. He denied wrongdoing. He spoke of being broke, misunderstood, and unfairly vilified. But instead of redemption, the world saw a man trying to rewrite a story that the public had already closed. There was no wave of sympathy, just more silence. Films still wouldn't cast him. Studios refused to speak. Even if some legal cases were dropped, the damage was permanent. The interview reopened old wounds, it didn't heal a thing. Spacy had a shot to change the narrative. Instead, he reminded everyone why they stopped listening in the first place. Can some reputations ever be repaired? Or are they just ash blowing in the wind? 3. Lana Del Rey. She built her brand on melancholy and mystery. A modern-day femme fatale with a cult following and a poetic touch. But in 2020, Lana Del Rey lit a fire she didn't see coming. In a now infamous Instagram post, followed by multiple interviews, she questioned why other female artists like Beyoncé, Doja Cat, and Cardi B could sing openly about sexuality without facing the same criticism she did. The post was instantly labeled tone deaf. The interviews didn't help, they made it worse. Critics accused her of racial insensitivity and undermining the success of Black and Latina women in music. The backlash was swift. Fans didn't cancel her completely, but the aura cracked. The mystique faded. Album sales slipped. Critical praise dulled. For an artist who thrived in silence and mood, her own words became the loudest thing in the room, and they missed the mark by a mile. 2. Katy Perry. In 2025, Katy Perry was ready to reintroduce herself. The world hadn't forgotten her, but the pop landscape had changed. Her album 143 was meant to be a bold return to the top, a reminder that she could still command the charts like she did in the early 2000s. But something didn't click. The interviews promoting the project, especially one where she downplayed mental health concerns among artists and brushed off past controversies, came off as out of touch. Fans didn't see growth. Critics pounced. Her comments seemed dismissive in an era that demands empathy and accountability. The album underperformed. The streaming numbers flatlined early, and instead of feeling like a rebirth, it felt like a self-inflicted wound. One interview didn't start the decline, but it sealed it. In trying to reclaim her throne, Perry may have shown just how far removed she was from the world she once ruled. 1. Prince Andrew. This wasn't just an interview, it was a public disaster. In 2019, Prince Andrew went on the BBC's Newsnight to address his ties to Jeffrey Epstein. He denied knowing Virginia Giuffre, claimed he couldn't sweat. He seemed cold, out of touch, even arrogant. The backlash was immediate: memes, outrage, disgust. Within days, he stepped away from royal duties. By 2022, his military titles and patronages were stripped. The monarchy distanced itself. And just like that, his royal image crumbled because he thought one interview could save him. It did the opposite. These aren't just PR nightmares. They're warning signs. One interview, one sentence, and everything changes. In a world where every word lives forever, silence isn't always weakness, it's strategy. These celebrities gambled with their own voices. So next time the mic is live, ask yourself, would you risk millions for a moment of truth? Tell us in the comments. Smash the like button if this caught you off guard. Subscribe and hit the bell, because more wild, true stories are on the way.